fight to the very end.
Nelson will jump for Arkansas State. He will be jumping against A.D. Dijou, who is he's been a partial starter throughout his career. It's senior night for A.D., so he's getting the start again. Yes, a lot's been mentioned about Keith Richard's last game, but it is also the final game for 3 ULM players: Colty Young, A.D. Dijou, and Tyrese Watson, all 3 in the starting lineup. And the tip is controlled by the Red Wolves, and we are underway here in Monroe in the final game of the regular season. It's Todd getting it knocked out of bounds, looking for Julian. Again, Julian was the leading scorer for the Raging Cajuns, had a tremendous career south of us down in Lafayette. You see Pinion, Todd, Ford Jr., Julian, and Nelson, the starting 5 for this Red Wolves team.
You know, it's kind of interesting seeing Julian leave the Cajuns because his father played there. So they talked about that a lot when he was down there when we did their games in the past.
Well, they got it down low to Nelson. He was fouled underneath by Colty Young. And, Coach, we spotlighted Nelson for a reason. He might be under double digits for the year, but this last month he has been incredible. Pinion on the catch, no good. Rebounded by Nelson, up, no good. Tipped up, no good. Rebounded by Julian and taken in by Colty Young. 2 good opportunities for the Red Wolves, didn't go down.
Well, yeah, they had the ball, just didn't get it to go in.
Starting 5 for the Warhawks tonight: Bolden, Watson, and Gopo, Willis, and Dijou. Bolden goes behind the back, mid-range jumper, good start of the game for Jalen Bolden, from game 1 to tonight. He's been the most consistent player for the Warhawks this year.
Well, he is. You know, he's developed his little mid-range game and actually the three-point game, but he's always been able to take it to the basket.
Julian shot in front of the ULM bench, no good. Rebounded almost by Nelson. He was held on the floor by Dijou. Good drive by Todd to hit an open Julian, just didn't go down.
Yeah, Dijou had him blocked out, but I think he reached back with his arm to help hold him.
Todd will throw it in. Todd, 15 points per game. He was 13 postseason Sun Belt Conference last year, 2nd team preseason Sun Belt Conference this year, and you see why as he hits the 3. But that was Pinion, actually. Todd with the assist. Pinion, a transfer from Arkansas, one of 2 former Razorbacks on this Red Wolves team. It's 3-2 Arkansas State early.
You know, they shoot right at 29 threes a game.
Willis to Dijou, back to Watson. Watson off the screen. Mid-range jumper for Watson, no good. Tipped right into the hands of Ford. Ford gets it over to Julian, quickly to Pinion on the corner. Brings it back, resets the offense, hands it off to Ford. Guarded by Watson. Ford drives, gets it back to Pinion. Pinion right back to Ford. Good ball movement. 3 top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Young.
You see, they dribble penetrate, and all the guys are moving. None of them standing. They're trying to find an open spot. They move so the ball handler can find them and see them. And they said they're used to putting up 29 threes a game, and they've made 10 and 12 quite often.
Watson off the curl. Jump shot, got it. Tyrese Watson, the senior out of Philadelphia, playing his last game at Faneuil Coliseum. The Red Wolves waste no time flying down the floor. That was Taryn Todd with a nice layup off the glass.
Yeah, he got down the floor in a hurry, and Watson tried to cut him off, but he just powered through it.
And Todd's got 5, Coach. He's had 20 points in his. He's had double digits in 20 of his last 22 games. Watson, another mid-range jumper, gets to go. Watson's 2 for 2, and the Warhawks take the lead right back, 6-5.
Well, Watson has really stepped up his game from scoring. Earlier, he was kind of a scorer, but he became a point guard. He can handle the ball, get it into their offense, and then handle out an assist, too.
Good pocket pass, but Nelson couldn't finish the bunny. Watson right to the rim with the left, no good, and rebounded by Nelson. Well, Nelson might have 10 rebounds in the first half, the way this has started for him.
Yeah, Bolden went after that steal there and left him behind a little bit, but they didn't push it up the floor.
Julian in the corner gets it right back to Todd. 1-on-1 versus Watson. Swings it over to Pinion, right back to Todd. He'll drive. Floats it up to Nelson, no good. He gets it right back, almost like he alley-ooped it to himself. And Todd's got the first 7 for Arkansas State.
Yeah, he threw that to Nelson. Nelson wasn't in position to go up and get it. He didn't realize it was a pass to him.
Taryn Todd 7, ULM 6, and that is Ford with the rip. Ford unabated to the basket and an easy layup, and it extends the lead 9-6.
Yeah, Watson just left it hanging a little high when he reversed direction, and Ford just picked his pocket.
Ford is tops in this league in assist to turnover ratio. You love that as a coach. Bounce pass to Colty Young. Lost control, but gets it down to Dijou. He's double teamed, but a reach in foul. We'll stay with ULM.
Yeah. Yeah, AD's got to get that ball into his body and put some pressure on it. He had it out. That time he had it out a little bit too far from him, and they got a hand on it. Of course, they got a hand on him, too.
Foul on Kobe Julian, again, transfer from Lafayette. He is the preseason Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year. And Coach probably not going to get that this year, but he's not asked to do as much for the Red Wolves as he was for the Raging Cajuns.
Well, he's got a lot of help.
His team's a little bit deeper than the one he played at the Lafayette. Bolden, tough move to the rim, no good. Rebounded by Nelson again. Nelson on a tear early on the boards. Pinion, good look to Julian. Hands off to Nelson. Right-handed hook shot up, no good. Hit everything but the bottom of the net.
I'm sure the scorekeeper had already punched that one as 2, but it just climbed back out.
Makai Willis, top of the key. Willis has had 2 really good games the last 2 games. 21 and 14 his last 2. Double-double versus JMU on Tuesday night. Spin move, got Watson open in the corner. Watson will drive. Oh, no foul call, rebounded by Nelson. That is already his 5th here in the first 5 minutes of this ball game.
Well, you can see how he had at the 21, and 10 of them was offensive.
Todd, left-handed shot, no good. Rebounded by Willis. Willis, again, one of the better rebounders in this league.
Yeah, Willis is very athletic, and he just got to get off to a good start. Sometimes he just kind of floats in the game, but he's got to explode every time down the floor.
Arkansas State tops in the league and rebounded 6th nationally. Shows you how good they are on the boards. Hand off to Deju. Good look by Bolden with the assist. Deju with the finish. And it's 9-8 Arkansas State.
You know, Deju had to have been looking for that to finish it, because I know he was going in there to get ready to rebound.
Todd drops it off to Nelson. Turnaround shot, no good. Got his rebound, got another rebound shot up, no good. But kept alive by Willis.
He wasn't able to get it to go. His shooting percentage may be low, but his rebound is going to be up.
Nelson's got to wonder what it's going to take for a shot to go down, but he's got 7 boards already. Willis steps out for 3, no good. Rebounded by Pinion.
Yeah, that looked like it was going in and just kind of dipped out. But you know, the Red Wolves they're getting the ball around the basket. You know,
just not finishing. Todd right to the rim, left-handed shot up and in, and look, he's living up to the hype. He's got 9. Nelson's known for rebounding. He's got 7, and it's 11-8 Arkansas State.
Yeah, you know, sooner or later those little chip shots is going to go in for them. So you got to just make hay while you can.
Again, Todd has had double digits 20 of the last 22 games. I think he's going to get 21 to 23. Watson to Willis. Willis will drive on Todd. Tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Nelson, his 8th.
Yeah, that was not a good shot by Willis.
And Ford is fouled from behind. And that'll take us to our media timeout. Arkansas State out to an early 3-point lead, 11-8 here in our final game of the regular season here on ESPN+.
A total of 6.
Micah Castor, freshman out of Jackson, Alabama, has checked into the ball game for the Warhawks. Todd to throw it in under his own basket. Darian Ford has checked into the game for the first time tonight, as well as Rashard Marshall for JSU. Marshall played at Ole Miss last year, 4-star recruit, played in 19 games for the Rebels. That is Terrence Ford getting his 2nd basket of the ball game, making it 13-8 Arkansas State.
Yeah, he just got by his man and nobody picked him up, so he just had a clear path.
Yeah, Marshall's one of the quite a few SEC transfers on this team. Nice step back by Micah Castor. Off the glass, the bank was open on Friday night. I don't know if he called it or not, but it still counts.
Hey, as long as it goes, he'll take it.
13-11, Red Wolves. DeAndre Dominguez has also checked in. Ford from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Ngopo, and Watson fighting over to go to Jerry Ngopo, who himself is coming off a double-double in the loss to JMU on Tuesday.
Yeah, you get concerned about whether they're going to travel with that. Both of them had a hold of it.
Warhawks trailing by 2. Bolden gets it up to Ngopo. He's got the ability to step out and hit the 3. No good. Rebounded by Ford. Ford, again, starter last year for Arkansas State in 31 games. Nice to be able to have him come off the bench. That shows you how deep coach they are this year.
That shows you what they brought in.
Dominguez from the wing. No good. Rebounded by Bolden. He's fouled underneath the basket.
Yeah, he come over his back and kind of rode him to the floor.
DeAndre Dominguez is coming off one of his best games of the season. Last time these two teams played against ULM, he had 20 points. And you see Bolden, came down bad on rolled his ankle. That did not look good. And that is ULM's leading scorer. And, Coach, you want to talk about two guys, if you're Keith Richard, you can't lose. 10 is one. That one, number 5, is absolutely the other.
I mean,
it came down awkwardly.
You know, they're already so short-handed, and we've seen Watson go out and be able to come back, but I don't know if that would look pretty severe.
Yeah, Bolden, last game versus James Madison, ULM had got it down 18 in the first half. They got it down to one possession game multiple times late in the second half, but they ended that game, Coach, with just 5 players, and those 5 players made a run, and Jalen Bolden was a big part of that. Colty Young gets it to Castor, flips it to Watson. Watson, step in, take a jump shot, and got it. Again, Tyrese Watson, Coach, the last 3 weeks has been playing his best basketball in a ULM uniform.
Well, he has, and he's taking good shots. You know, he spots up, and he doesn't try to do things he's not capable of doing.
Ford guarded by the freshman Castor. He'll go up with the left hand off the glass, up and in. That's Darian Ford's first bucket.
He just went strong, kind of bulled his way in there. He bumped bodies and then put it off the glass.
He averages almost 8 points coming off the bench. Again, this is quite possibly the deepest team in this league. The ULM, Coach, the exact opposite. Not a lot of bodies for ULM right now at the end of the season. We've seen Micah Castor get extended playing time here lately. His confidence grows every game. Watson back to Castor. 6 on the shot clock. Got to make a move. Castor's got to get it off. He does. Off the glass. No good. Tipped. And Gopo does a good job of running it down, but can't pull it in. It's kicked out of bounds, and it will go to the Red Wolves.
Well, there was a scramble. They were all chasing it and trying to get it.
Arkansas stayed up too early here in Monroe. Of course, one of the most famous broadcasters in the country, Tim Brando, wishes he could be here tonight. He's covering a game this weekend. Wanted to send his regards to Keith Richard. Of course, Tim is a proud NLU/ULM alum and has done a great job broadcasting for years.
He is, and he went to bat for Keith when Keith applied for this job.
And you see Brian Hodson, one of the top young coaches in college basketball, made a big impact in 2 seasons in Jonesboro. Up 15-13 here early.
Yeah, the Red Wolves coming in. Right now they're 12-4 in points in the paint. They've just been able to pound it inside. They've missed a lot in there, but they've made a lot too.
Ford, pump fake, drives, cut off by Young, gets it back to Dominguez, flips it over to Ford. Dominguez, 3-point shot, offline, rebounded out of bounds. It will stay with Arkansas State. I thought Ngopo was going to be able to bring it in. It was off his fingers. It'll stay with the Red Wolves.
Yeah, they were behind him swinging at it, but it did come off of his hand.
Well, here comes the human rebounding machine that is Isaiah Nelson and Kobe Julian. They get a quick breath. Again, the thing that sticks out about Arkansas State, coaches, they are one of the, if not the deepest team in this league.
Well, yeah, they are, and they're the #1 rebounding team in the league.
One of the better 3-point shooting teams as well. Julian's shot is off the mark and out of bounds. It'll go back to ULM. Again, there's a reason they do a lot of things well. And, in fact, this is big picture as we get ready for March. The only team in the Sun Belt Conference with a quad 1 win, beating Memphis, but they also got a quality win versus UAB on their schedule as well.
Well, you can see, they're so deep and so talented to go along with it. Man, Watson is just on fire.
He has been. Yeah, he's got 8 to lead the way.
Yeah, if it wasn't for him.
15-15, Tyrese Watson off to a nice start. Julian will drive baseline. Kicks it over, open 3-point shot by Todd. No good. Nelson off his leg, but right to Julian. Julian's turnaround hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Ford, and you see why they are one of the top rebounding teams in college basketball.
Just relentless. I mean, like 3 and 4 every time down the floor. I mean, this is like a tip drill till they get it to go in.
And, Coach, every minute that goes by that ULM could keep this close without Bolden on the sidelines, again, that's a win for Keith Richard. Oh, blocked by Nelson. Then we had an official run into Tyrese Watson. Don't see that very often. That was the first time this year. Everybody up and okay. Yeah, Bolden working on that leg right now. Ankle sprain, came down on it, and a foul on the floor. That is the 15th foul on ULM.
Yeah, Watson tried to get in front of him and cut him off, and he just ran into him.
First foul on the senior out of Philadelphia. Again, these two teams played last all Arkansas State, 95-70. Up in Jonesboro, three-point shot by Ford, no good off the heel. Tipped, kept alive by Arkansas State. Willis can't bring it in, and Gopo does.
Yeah, Gopo finally grabs a hold of it and just pulls it loose.
You might have to just send all 5 guys crashing to the boards at this point to try to keep up with this squad. Well, they've got 18 rebounds so far.
Yeah, well, sometimes you're just going to have to try to keep them from getting it. Don't worry about you getting it. Just keep them from getting it.
Watson's got it going, Coach. He's cooking right now. But again, 9 defensive rebounds for Arkansas State, 18 overall.
Well, it's a tip drill till it goes in almost every time down the floor.
Watson, he's got 8 for the Warhawks. Pinion, deadly from distance, no good, rebounded by Willis. That might be the first time tonight, Coach, that at least somebody in red did not get a hand on the ball after a miss.
They did not, but you know, they put up the threes, and right now they're 1 for 12, so you know they can't believe that's happening to them.
Well, they're also 1 of their last 8 from the field. Watson gets it to Willis. He'll drive on Julian. Right-hand hook layup, no good, but he follows his own shot, and ULM with an offensive rebound, their first tonight, and had taken a 19-17 lead here early.
Yeah, that was ULM's first offensive rebound.
Julian, no hesitation on a three-point shot, missed it badly, but surprise, surprise, Ford there for the rebound. He'll step back, take a 3, got it, and the lead goes right back to Arkansas State.
Yeah, you know they're going to start falling sooner or later. Now, Watson just got tangled up with someone over there and is holding his leg. He went down and he kind of held it and just stayed there. The official saw it and gave him a timeout.
Timeout, ULM. We've got a good one brewing here, at least early. Arkansas State 19, ULM 19 here on ESPN Coliseum. It's senior night. It is the last home game for Keith Richard. His illustrious career, former player, former assistant coach, of course, head coach for 15 years, and right now ULM making a game of it versus the ultra-talented Red Wolves of Arkansas State. And, Coach, one of the big reasons why, Tyrese Watson, 10 points. And good to see Jalen Bolden back in the ballgame after rolling that ankle.
Yeah, ULM would be in trouble right now without Watson's little scoring streak, but it is good to see Bolden. You don't want anybody to go down, well, any time, but right here towards the end of the year and getting ready for the conference tournament next Tuesday, I think ULM will play. And so it's good to see him back in, and hopefully whatever he did won't affect him after this game.
Micah Castor and A.D. Dijou checking back into the ball game for ULM. Colty Young off the screen, no good. Colty, the second in three-point field goal percentage this year, but Coach, rare struggle last week. It's got off to the last game against JMU and off to a slow start here tonight. Tough layup by Todd, who's got, Coach, listen, double digits. That's 21 of his last 23 games.
He just took it in there, and they went up strong with him trying to block it, and he just powered it in.
Bolden, jump shot from the free throw line, no good, rebounded by Pinion. The transfer from Arkansas. Todd gives it off to Marshall, and he is fouled.
Yeah, they do a good job with a two-man game. You know, just kind of come off the screen and then the roll and just go hard to the basket.
And that is the third foul on Dijou in just 7 minutes.
Well, you know, Dijou's coming from the same side the ball is. The offside help has got to be in there and help those cutters to the basket.
Marshall's first free throw is good. He is a 68% free throw shooter on the season, a 4-star recruit when he signed with the Rebels. Of course, he's from Arkansas, so back home playing for Coach Hodson. 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and Willis gets the rebound.
You know, Pinion was up there with Willis then. I mean, he was right up there with him.
22-19 ASU early. Castor looking for Willis, tipped away, but Castor gets it right back. Willis gets it to Young. Young inside the three-point line, got it to go. That's good to see, Coach. You got to get that first one to go down. Colty does. Again, when he's going, he is the most electric shooter on this team. With Todd, what a move, splitting the defense all the way to the rack. No good. He did everything but finish.
You know, he'll think about that one for a long time.
He's probably wondering how that happened.
Well, he fought through there with Colty. He wasn't going to let Colty go.
He hesitated for 3. Look, he got the first one in. He's got his first 3 of the ball game. He's one of the best three-point shooters in this league, and ULM has taken the lead right back, 24-22. A 5-0 run by Colty Young. Todd to Pinion. Pinion catch fire, no good. Tipped. Nelson tipped it right to Dominguez, or Marshall. Nelson back to Pinion.
Well, those long rebounds, they just go after them and then go get set up. There's Deju got his 4th foul.
That was about as far away from the basket as you could get. That is his 4th foul in 8 minutes.
Well, as they were going to set the screen, he had a hand on him, and I think the guy swung his hand back, and that caught the official's eye, is what it looked like to me. But he just called attention to it when he went up there.
Watson.
Watch it when he goes to set the screen. See?
I guess.
I didn't see that, but the guy just pushed his hand back.
Tough one for the senior in his last game in Fayette Ewing Coliseum.
Yeah, that was just a reaction to a move. But now he just pushed it down, the GoPro.
Forward to Nelson, swings it to Pinion. Nelson will go to work on Willis. Over to Ford. Ford, back to Pinion, open 3. He's not going to miss too many of those open shots. Gets his first 3-point shot to go.
But yeah, you know they're going to start going sooner or later.
He is 6th in the Sun Belt Conference and 3-point shots made. Averages 12 points a game. Lead right back to Arkansas State. Young to Ngopo. We've had 4 times we've been tied, 9 lead changes already here in the first half.
If he got a hand on that, Castro was dribbling it through there, and he reversed and kind of left the ball hanging. They got a hand on it.
25-24. Tyrese Watson leading the way for ULM with 10. For Arkansas State, Taryn Todd leading all scorers with 11. But coach, he might have cooled down for the last 5 minutes. He got off to such a hot start, as did Nelson on the boards.
Well, you know, they start paying a little bit more attention to him, and then so he just gives it up to somebody else. 5
on the shot clock. Watson just inside the 3-point line. Got it to go again. He is 6 of 9 from the field here in the first 15.
Boy, he's having a night. You know, he's coming off that screen, and it seemed to me like they're rejecting so many screens tonight.
Lead right back to ULM, 26-25. Marshall gets it back to Ford. Back to Marshall.
Yeah, so ULM's overplaying, and so they're making them cut back door, and they've been able to recover too.
Nelson, tough left-handed shot, no good, missed it all, but right to Watson.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he lost that or he was trying to pass it, but anyway, Watson will come up with it.
Well, Nelson's scoreless, but he does have 9 rebounds. Watson gets it to Ngopo, guarded by Marshall.
Yeah, the Ngopo's got to get inside, and
Ngopo hesitated at first, missed it. Willis tried to keep it alive, but tipped right into the hands of Ford. Quickly up to Darian Ford. One's from Chicago. Marshall slams it in for 2. His first bucket is with authority.
Well, that was a great pick and roll. You know, he set a real solid screen, and then was slow coming up to help, and then he just went to the basket, and they got a great pass, and he delivered with it.
27-26 Red Wolves. Watson gets it up to Ngopo. Hook shot, no good, and rebounded by Marshall.
You know, he was trying to throw a lob to Ngopo to flush it.
Again, Ngopo's coming off one of his best games there. He had a double-double. Pinion. Logo 3 got it to go. Yeah. He's warmed up.
Yeah, after he got that first one, he's cranked up now. So they're used to shooting around right at 30 a game, and they're already at 15, but they just now started hitting them.
Arkansas State has pushed the lead to 4 with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Watson to Young. Young, tough shot, no good. Tipped right to Nelson. He's got 10. Scoreless, but he's got 10 boards. He's kept a lot alive tonight. Ford to Pinion again. 3 in a row? Yes, sir.
Well, he's on a roll now. Once you let him get started, it's kind of hard to stop him, as he just showed you there. It's kind of like Watson. You know, he's just been able to get it once he got started hitting them.
8-0 run for Arkansas State, their biggest lead here in the first half. Watson to Willis on the elbow. He'll go to work on Nelson. Off the glass, up, no good. Willis, no good. 2 good opportunities, couldn't bring it in. Rebounded by the Red Wolves. Ford. Cut off to Pinion.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to take it there as a heat check.
Cody Young is right up there in his face. He's not helping anybody. He's staying with Pinion.
Open 3 from Ford. Ford to Ford. Good. They're hot. 11-0 run for the Red Wolves. This is what they're capable of.
That's ULM You just got to get up on them now, because once they get started on them, it's almost impossible to start, and they are started now.
Caster to Watson. ULM needs a bucket to end this run. Watson double teamed in the corner. Gets it to a streaking Willis. Willis turnaround jump shot, no good. Our hook shot rebounded, coach, by you guessed it, Nelson.
Well, they're just struggling to get it. He gets trapped in the corner and can't get anything out of it when he finds a man under the basket.
Nelson from three, no good, but rebounded by Arkansas State. A foul on Marshall.
Yeah, he pulled the GoPro to the floor.
Arkansas State has gotten red hot. An 11-0 run has got 18-6, and coach, second chance points as well, 10-2, tells a part of our story here in the first half.
Well, those offensive rebounds is paying off. You can miss 2 or 3, but you get them and put them back in. So sometimes they're shooting 33%, but they score every time down the floor.
Well, listen, you don't get 402 wins, coach. You understand this. Yeah, I know everybody wants to score, but Nelson, you can affect a game without scoring sometimes. In his 12 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds, that has helped extra opportunities for Arkansas State.
Well, that's that many more shots that ULM has a chance to get. I mean, that the Red Bulls have a chance to get, and kept ULM from getting.
A hold on Pinion on Young. That is Pinion's first foul. 5th team foul. Again, coach, if you're ULM, you battle back from 18 down against JMU, but you don't want to continue to dig these holes.
But it just takes so much out of you. It takes everything to come back like that.
And Gopo for 3, no good, missed it badly. And coach mentioned Bolden came back, but we haven't seen him again.
See, Nagopo, it's okay to take one of those, but you can't just start hanging around out there and look for that. He needs to be inside, helping to post up and rebound.
Pinion from the corner, no good, and he'll try to get 3 the old-fashioned way.
Yep, Cody Young went up trying to help block him and then just ran it over him.
Well, Nelson on a switch had Micah Castor on him, which was obviously a big advantage, so they had to send help over there, which left Pinion open in the corner.
Well, yeah, and after Kenyon had drilled those, they were really aware of not leaving him open.
And Pinion, an 80% free throw shooter. If he was an 80% three-point shooter, that might be a record, but it's a free throw shooter that's very, very good as well. First free throw is good. Gets the second. Again, a shorthanded ULM team. Even more shorthanded tonight with Bolden rolling that ankle. Tried to give it a go, and then Deju, coach, 4 fouls in 8 minutes.
Yes,
and that's all the bodies they've got available outside of AJ2.
Yeah, there's really nobody else to come in. And
Caster to Watson. Watson, who's had a great first half, gives it to Ngopo. Jerry finally gets one to go.
Yeah, that's what they've got to do.
And that stops the bleeding.
Yeah, get on away from the man that set the screen, have him roll. He made the big man pick him up, and then Ngopo was the big man under the basket.
That is a 14-2 run for ASU over the last 3.5 minutes. They can't hold it for the last shot.
Well, see, that's what killed you. You get those big runs, and then you fight back, and when you fight back, you just catch up or get close to catching up.
Nelson will drive off the glass. Is good. His first bucket at the buzzer is how this first half comes to a close. And coach, Arkansas State.
Enjoy every second of 1,000+ out of market.
Coach Richard on the eve of his last game, but coach, his Warhawks down by 13, and they're going to have to do it what they're used to doing, shorthanded. Looks like Jalen Bolden, at least the start of the second half, not going to be available. But that's a good way to start. Good look by Watson and Willis for the opening bucket of the second half.
Well, you just never know how it's going to happen. When it was 18 down last time, but then when you get more short-handed than you were before, it makes it difficult for everybody.
Todd to Julian. Julian will drive on Willis. That is his first bucket of the ball game. I'd expect him to be more active here in the second.
Yeah, he's used to scoring and capable of scoring.
Well, I was talking to some Arkansas State folks before the game, and I said his numbers aren't what was expected compared to what he did. Good rebound by Ngopo. Open three by Young. He's got that one, but he's not asked because of the depth of this team, coach, to do as much as he had to do for the Raging Cajuns.
Well, he's not. You know, he's playing a role, but he's averaging right at 12 points a game and over 5 rebounds a game, so he's doing his job.
Well, they found Nelson guarded by Castor, easy bucket, and Nelson now has 4. He's already got his 12 rebounds, so he'll be looking for that 5th straight double-double. Castor to the rim, won't get it off, but he is fouled.
Yeah, they had a hold of him. Looked like Ford had a hold of it. No, it was Julian.
That's a foul on Julian. That is his.
Yeah, that's his.
I think second, right?
Yeah, that's his second one.
Yep.
Yeah, I had thought that was on Ford.
Castor will go to the free throw line where the young freshman has struggled this year, under 50%. Stats don't matter when he makes the first one.
That's it. That's it. He just stepped up there and knocked it down. But he's getting more playing time. He's getting more comfortable. You know, probably before when he was shooting his free throws is at the end of the game, and it was over.
Makes them both. Good job, Micah Castor.
Yeah, he's 100% tonight.
And he's going to get a lot of run here in the second half. Warhawks down by 10 as we approach 18 minutes in this ball game. Ford to Todd. Looking from a screen from Julian. Come off of it. Todd looking for Julian. Can't hang on to it, and it's a turnover for Arkansas State. Coach, it is 18-25 in the second half. That is their first turnover of the ball game.
That's unbelievable, but you know that's you know, Coach Hodgson's got to be pleased with that.
Well, ULM's only got one. Castor finds Young. ULM's going to have a chance. Colty's got to get going. Tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Julian.
Yeah, Young was trying to create some space, but just wasn't able to get it.
Good job of swinging it around the arc for Julian. Hit him for the open three right in front of the ASU bench. ULM had a man behind. Young was, hit the chair on the other end. It was 4-on-5. They swung it around until they hit Julian for an open three.
Well, Julian hadn't wasted any time in this second
half. Step back three for Colty Young's good to go. And Colty Young's now got his 3rd three-point shot of the game. Pinion, will he answer? He won't. Rebounded by Ngopo.
Well, he shot that one before, almost before he caught it. It was just gone.
Pinion's got a quick trigger. Look at, he's one of the better three-point shooters in this league.
Yeah, he was set and ready to go.
Ngopo.
Yeah, he was running Young.
Still almost, and it is stolen by Pinion. He rips it. He slams it home with 2 hands.
They ran Young off of a screen over there, and then it was just a poor pass, and they just played it and finished on the other end.
Pinion with the steal, Pinion with the slam, and the lead's been pushed back to 12. Watson double teamed. Gets it over to Willis. Willis, no good. Rebounded by Watson. Gets it to Castor. He won't hesitate for 3. Got it to go. Look at the freshman. He's got 8.
Yeah, he went up.
They go right to Julian, though, who's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, you know, Julian he's gonna always get his. You know, he's averaging right at 12, and like I said, he just understands the game. He's played an awful lot of basketball.
Foul on Castor, his first. But again, Coach, we've talked about it. Because this team has experienced so much injuries that he's been forced to play, and you can see from game 1 to this game last one, his confidence begin to grow. Julian misses the first, especially the last month of the season.
Yeah, it has. You know, it's too bad it's not too bad that ULM didn't have injuries earlier, but that he wasn't able to kind of come into his own a little bit earlier, and been helping him all year long. So Coach Richards has been able to play him longer and more often here lately. Now, of course, right now he's having to play him, but he's producing.
Julian 1 of 2. He's a 73% free throw shooter coming in. Lead pushed back to 10 as we approach 16 minutes here in the second half. Deju's in with 4 fouls. Watson looking for Willis. Willis to Watson. He drives baseline up. No good, but he's fouled. He was looking for another highlight slam. He's got one already in the Mid Sports Center this year.
He was. They went up with him. Yeah, they went up strong after him.
He draws the foul on Nelson. That's his first.
Yeah, Nelson has been involved in an awful lot, but that's his first foul.
Watson to the stripe. One of the better free throw shooters in this league, 81%. It's fifth inside the Sun Belt.
Yeah, that's his first one of the night. You know, he's got 12 on 6 for 9 shooting.
And coach, he was recruited by Keith Richard to be a 2 guard. He was asked because they were just short-handed at point guard to play that position last couple of years, and he has become one of the better point guards in this league this season.
He has. He's done a great job. He's averaging right at 4.5 assists a game on top of what he's scoring right at 12.
Ford will drive on Willis, blocked by Deju. ULM looking to run. Castor finds Watson. Watson to the rack, gives it off to Deju. Willis swings it to Castor. Castor back to Deju. Willis open 3 from the wing, got it to go, and it is a 5-point ball game after Makai Willis knocks down the 3.
Well, I thought Deju was going to go up and just flush one, but he was looking to get rid of it and give it to somebody else.
Good job of sharing the basketball. Julian, his 3 short, runs it down. Off of Castor, it'll stay with Arkansas State when we come back, but ULM, hardest work. It is appreciated. Arkansas State to throw it in. Nelson guarded by Deju, he'll drive. Lost control of the basketball. Watson gets a steal. And ULM looking to cut even more to this Arkansas State lead. Deju up, no good. Rebound, Deju gets it to Castor for 3. Castor's got it going, and it's a 2-point ball game all of a sudden.
Hey, that's 3 threes for Castor.
Castor's feeling it in the finale in Fayette Ewing. Julian swings it to Ford. Back to Julian.
Yeah, so that'll put a little bit more pressure on the Redwolves now. They can't just kind of run and gun. Now they got to be a little bit more focused on what they're doing.
Julian cut off in the corner. He'll back down Willis, throw it over to Todd. Back to Julian, 3 from the corner. No good. And Watson with the rebound with ULM with an opportunity to tie or take the lead. This short-handed ULM team.
Yeah, Coach Richard's called the play, and Watson's letting the rest of them know he's coming off that screen, but he did a good job of getting over that screen.
And Watson cut off, finds Willis. Willis for the lead. He's got it, Makai Willis, and ULM is on an 11-0 run and has taken a 1-point lead with 14-18 here in this ball game.
Well, just struggled with it and kept going with it, and finally Watson got a hold of it and got it over to Willis, and he just knocked it down.
After that bucket, make it 14-1. Run for the Warhawks. Todd, the answer. There's your run buster by Taryn Todd, one of the best players in this league.
Yeah, it looked like they were just a little bit late getting back to him. I don't know. Castor was over in that area. I don't know if it was his man or he had switched off, but they was helping out on a roll.
ULM trailing by 2. Watson, floater, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with ULM.
Yeah, that was Ford. Terrence Ford went after that one, but wasn't able to get a hold of it.
And, Coach, we've noticed, I know nobody looks for moral victories, but you have to acknowledge the fight from this shorthanded ULM team these last few ball games. Actually, they've been shorthanded most of the season.
Well, they have over almost all the whole conference season, but here lately they've really been shorthanded.
We'll go to a media timeout. The Warhawks have gotten back into it. A good story in Keith Richard's last game on senior night to pull off a monumental upset. Arkansas State, you're chasing a regular season conference title. You need to have JMU lose and you win, but even if that doesn't happen because JMU's up 13 right now, you win tonight, you're in the semifinals next week in the Sun Belt Conference Tournament.
Well, you know, and anything's capable once you get there, and then their 22nd victory.
Pinion with the steal, left-handed layup, circus shot up and in by Pinion, much more than a three-point shooter. Colty Young couldn't handle the pass. Pinion with the steal, and it's a 4-point lead by Arkansas State.
Yeah, Colty was trying to turn and shoot all at the same time and just didn't get a hand on the ball.
Micah Castor will drive. Turnaround jumper, no good, but rebound by Willis, up and in. Will it count? It will.
Yeah, he comes.
Makai Willis looking for the, I was looking to see if they might call over the back, but they'll say it's a foul on Dominguez.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. When the official come running in, I knew it was something. He come in a hurry to let them know.
Well, Dominguez had his arm wrapped around Willis as well. Willis will go to the free throw line to hopefully cut this lead to 1 if you're a Warhawk fan. Willis on the season, 77% free throw shooter. Well, actually, Coach, they say they're going to call it on the floor. They're going to wave off the bucket.
Well, I thought the official that come running in ran in to say that. I guess that wasn't. We misread his signal.
Yeah. Assumed. That's always dangerous. Almost stolen away by Johnson.
Boy, he got a hand on that.
Or Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson had a hand on it.
Watson. He was the offense in the first half with 5 on the shot clock. Gets it to Castor. 3 on the clock. The freshman double pump, no good. Rebounded by Nelson.
Well, they had 4 guys going after it, and one of them was keeping the Deju off of the basket.
Ford back to Ford. The Chicago to the Arkansas Ford. And a foul on the floor.
See, Willis just didn't get over there quick enough. He was trying to, but he just made a good move making contact, and when this got there, he just pushed on into him because he was still moving.
Foul on Makai Willis. Ford to Pinion. No hesitation on the 3-point shot. Rebounded by Nelson, and a foul on the floor. And if that's Deju, he's done.
Well, Nelson had he had the ball.
They'll say it's Watson. There was 3 white jerseys, and the guy in the red jersey got the rebound. He's an elite.
Yeah.
Look, again, there's a reason they are the 6th best rebounding team, not in the league, in the country. Big reason why they are where they are this season.
Well, I mean, that just gives them so many more opportunities to score.
Ford to Ford Jr. And a foul on Castor.
Castor just tripped.
And now he's up limping.
Yeah, it looked like he fell on him. He tripped over.
He's slow to get up. But, Coach, at this point, I don't know who you put into the ball game. I mean, AJ2 has played. The walk-on from Jonesboro Hodge.
He just tripped and kind of turned his ankle and fell into his leg.
Yeah, 2 always a fan favorite when he enters the matchup.
Yeah, he is. I mean, they're all pulling for him because he's out here every day just working as hard as everybody else does.
Absolutely. Those guys invaluable. Ford to Nelson. Spin move on Deju. Goes up with the left, up and in. And Nelson's now got 6 to go along with his 14 rebounds. And that lead pushed back to 6.
Well, now they're going to pick up and just pressure Watson a little bit.
After ULM had taken the lead, Arkansas State answers with a 7-0 run. Who's going to generate the offense from ULM? It's been Castor and Watson. Willis, turnaround jump shot. Tough fadeaway for Willis, gets it to go. His 12th point.
Yeah, that was a good move and a good shot.
Dominguez will try for 3 again. That's the first one he got to go down tonight. Again, he had 20 last time these 2 teams played the transfer out of UMass.
Well, he doesn't hesitate. He's 1 for 3 now. That's his 3rd one.
Castor to Deju. He'll hand it off to Young. Pulte looking for Castor. Castor to Young. Open 3-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Ford. Pulte's got a nice contingent here on senior night.
Yeah, they did a good job of finding Cody that time. He was spotted up.
Pinion, logo 3, got it to go, and just like that, the lead's been pushed back to 9.
Well, Pinion gets his shot off as quick as anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, he catches it. It doesn't hit his hand until it's gone.
It's rock and fire.
And he's 3 for 8.
Watson to the rack. Up, left-handed layup. Tyrese Watson, and he comes down in all kinds of pain. And Arkansas State looks to take advantage of the numbers. They rebound by Willis. Watson snowbirding down there. Looks like he's all right. He came up limping.
Yeah,
Watson hands it off to Deju.
Yeah, they cut him off.
Misses the jumper. Gets it quickly back to Dominguez. He'll drive on Castor. And 1. Castor looked to take the charge.
That's a tough one.
And they'll call the block.
You know, you get in there and try to take that, get run over, and then get the foul too. That's tough.
And that is a tough call. The freshman trying to take the charge. And Arkansas State, as we head to a break, have hit 5 of their last 7 from the field. And
but the Red Wolves has got 7 more shots with those offensive rebounds. They've had 7 more shots than ULM has taken, and they've got 1 less turnover, which the turnovers are amazing. They've got only 2. ULM's only got 3.
Dominguez will go to the line. 74% free throw shooter on the season. Hits the first. And the lead is ballooned back to 11. And stolen away by Ford on the inbound. Now it's a 13-point lead.
See, that's just, it's not paying attention, just kind of careless. And Ford just did a good job of just sneaking in there.
Well, this game changed quickly. Does ULM have one more run left in them, down 13? Not a lot of help to go to. Deju, spin move. Off the glass. Look at that, might be one of the best moves by A.D. Deju this season.
It was. That was a great spin move and a strong finish.
Picked up 11. Ford, open 3. They're hot. 7 of their last 8 from the field.
Yeah, I don't know where Castor come running at him, but you got to be down there with him.
Lead up to 14. Coach, you figure if ULM's going to cut back into it, Colty Young, Tyrese Watson got to get going. With Jalen Bolden not available in the second half, Watson will drive, kicks it to Castor, open 3. The freshman got another one, missed it badly.
He was just too open that time. The other ones, he took them, but he was wide open. Like he took too long.
Nelson, another blocking foul on Castor, and he's probably wondering, what do I have to do to get a charge? He's been run over by 2 Bulls. And another and 1 possibility for Arkansas State.
Yeah, Nelson just took it to him.
He'll go to the free throw line. Nelson hits it. He's got 7. Again in 15 boards. Well, Castor's going to be sore tomorrow when he's doing what he thinks is the right thing, trying to take a charge for his team.
Yeah, he's got there and just they're not quick enough or not still.
Watson, good look to Deju, who goes off with the left. Deju's got 6.
Yeah, that's 2 quick buckets. You know, he's only got 3 for the game. He's got 2 like back to back.
Dominguez back to Ford. He'll drive on Willis, hands it off to Nelson, who flushes it home for 2.
Yeah, they
are in a rhythm, Coach.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they saw him coming and just got it to him, and he finished with it.
The lights came on for this Red Wolves offense. They're up 17. Watson fouled by Ford. Again, ULM had come all the way back to take a 2-point lead. Or a 1-point lead, and since then, Arkansas State relentless on the offensive side of the floor. 77-60 Red Wolves.
Well, see, they just try to get in your way of where you're going and just make it difficult.
Deju, right idea, looking for Colty Young, cutting baseline, but pass was too low and it's turned over. Yeah. That is the 5th turnover.
Yeah, you know, Colty, when you go back door, you got to explode. And if he doesn't get it, it's gone.
Well, that one worked. Dominguez finds Pinion. Looking back door. They now up by 19 are the Red Wolves.
Yeah, he just broke away from the ball and then they set a back pick for him. That's a set play, and it's obviously looked good when it worked. It worked to perfection then.
Great look by Dominguez.
See, there's all dribbling. That's the first pass that was made, and the shot clock was to 12.
Castor drive, scoop, no good.
You know,
he pops right up.
ULM's got to move the ball. They're dribbling into their shot, and they're able to get
79-60. And Coach, a lot of different contributors as we look at this conference standings in the last night of the regular season. We know ULM is going to play on Tuesday afternoon. Arkansas State depends on how this one finishes, and JMU. Either way, if Arkansas State wins tonight, they are in the semifinals, which is big. You're just one more game to the championship, and you win that, you punch your ticket to the NCAA tournament.
Well, you know, it's really big. The teams that they're going to be playing in their first game has already played a minimum of 2 games and maybe more.
But I know Red Wolves fans as Castor makes the free throw. Red Wolves fans probably scoreboard watching as well, keeping up with JMU, because looking for, if JMU were to lose and Arkansas State to win, it would be the first, at least portion of a conference title all out regular. They've won some division titles, but conference titles since the late 90s, 97, 98. But obviously got to finish here and hope Texas State comes back. Pinion again, no good. Rebounded by Dominguez. He's had a big second half. Gets to Pinion, thought about he could pull the trigger again.
It doesn't take him long to think about it.
Ford to Pinion. He'll drive on Watson. Kicks it back to Ford. Kicks it back to Pinion. Quick three. No good. Rebounded by Ford.
It looked like Deja
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Ford just come
Pinion
in and
wide open. Missed it again. Rebounded by Watson. Finally pushes it up to Young. JMU up 41-33 over Texas State at the half. Watson for three from the wing, got it to go. The senior out of Philadelphia got the lead to 15 on that bucket.
Yeah, that's his first three, but he's been filling it up.
Ford lost control of the basketball, somehow gets it back. Dominguez from the corner. In and out, tipped. Kept alive by Ford, who pushes it to Ford.
Still keep it alive.
The Ford to Ford connection, that's Darian Ford and Terrence Ford. I got to start calling them by the first names at this point.
Yeah. It's
I'm confusing myself.
Yeah. The people watching think there's a lot of Fords out there.
That is Darian Ford from Magnolia, Arkansas, missing that one. Rebounded by Watson. Darian, a junior out of Magnolia. Terrence, a redshirt sophomore out of Chicago. Young to Watson. Stolen away by Nelson, and a foul on Watson.
Yeah, they just got it loose and it just kept coming. They just don't ever stop. They just keep coming after them.
And Watson's actually going to call a foul on Nelson.
Yeah, Nelson won it.
That's how he's able to get the steal in. Good basketball genes for Watson. His brother played basketball at Creighton, of course. Very good basketball school. He'll throw it in front of his parents.
Yeah, that's
get
neat.
A little advice.
That's neat to come from Philadelphia and get to set courtside right behind your son.
Watson stops, pops, no good. That, in fact, may have been his brother talking to him. Nelson with the rebound. Stolen away by Colty Young. Colty with the steal. Looks to take advantage of it on this end. Lost the basketball to stay with Arkansas State.
That's what I don't like. You know, we don't need a dribbling exhibition right now. They need points. Just give it up and get somebody else to get a shot.
Here's a big advantage, Coach, and we've beaten this to death, but Arkansas State able to go to their bench. Right now, ULM, it's been this 5 most of the second half.
Yeah, and that's a tough, you know, Coach Richard can't take anybody out and talk to them or get them settled or correct them.
Castor was looking for Young, who was open, was stolen by Pinion. He's got another steal. Alley-oop to Dominguez. My goodness. Those two guys, the synergy. This time it was Pinion finding Dominguez.
Yeah, he read that and just did a great job delivering it. You throw that pass to the rim and let the man go get it. You know, Castor penetrated inside and got up in the air, and then there wasn't anything he could do with it.
Watson to Deju. Deju left-hand hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Pinion.
Well, he had Nelson right there on him. He had to trying to get it up over Nelson.
Dominguez back to Todd, who's quiet in the second half but had a big first half, but he's once again in double figures for the 21st time this season. Todd cut off. Finding Dominguez. Pulls the three again. Got it to go. He's again 11 points, Coach, all in the second half for the transfer from UMass.
Yeah, he's cranking up right now, so he's got it going.
Arkansas State up 19. Substitutions coming for the Red Wolves. As we wind down the last 4 minutes of Keith Richard's career, Sean Fox here with the legend Mike Vining inside Fant Coliseum in Monroe. Watson, three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Nelson. His 17th.
And he's been on a tear. This is his 5th game just be on that tear.
Todd knocked out of bounds by Deju, and we'll take a timeout when we come back. the last 3 minutes, 41 seconds of this ball game as Arkansas State. Be remiss if I didn't ask you. You obviously coached Keith. You coached with Keith. Your thoughts as he puts a bow on his career?
Well, he's done a great job, and the best thing about it, he did it where he wanted to be. You know, he got to come home. He had some great years, and obviously this one's not the way he wanted it to be. But he did a great job of rescuing ULM and then leading them to some heights, and then it just kind of tailed off. He really thought he was going to have a great year this year, and you know, with all the injuries and everything, he just didn't play out for him.
Rebounded by Ford as Avery Felts is checked into the ball game for Arkansas State. Avery, an Arkansas native, getting some run here in the last 3 minutes of this ball game. Ford to Julian. Felts open three. Got it to go. Hey, how about that? Sitting on the bench, come out, rocket fire, and hits that three, and the lead's up to 22.
They just swung it around to get him. They were looking for him. I mean, Julian threw him the ball.
Watson running out the last 3 minutes of his career, stolen away by Todd. Behind the back, it's a 4-on-1 fast break. Julian, my goodness, slams it home with a one-handed flush.
Yeah, he gets it down, and you know, Watson winds up out of bounds. You know, he goes flying through there, and he gets a little bit out of control, and then all he can do is just throw the ball, and happens to be to the wrong team.
Julian, his last game at his home state. Of course, a Baton Rouge native, spent a lot of his career with the Ragin' Cajuns. Willis, shot no good.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. Willis can shoot the little turnaround jumper, fade away, but he just didn't put enough on that one.
And again, ULM already shorthanded with 7 scholarship players going into this. Then you lose Jalen Bolden to an injury in the first half, and Felts, no good, but slammed home by Nelson, who's got a double-double. And it has been, since ULM coach took the lead, it has been all Arkansas State since then.
You know, Nelson just 5 for 14 from the field and 18 rebounds.
What a performance. Again, Coach, I'll get your thoughts as it's turned over. We've seen the top teams in the league. Arkansas State, obviously very impressive. We saw James Madison on Tuesday. We were very impressed by Troy. I think 3 or 4 teams definitely have a chance to take home the championship, and certainly this team in red from Jonesboro at the top of that list.
You know, every who gets hot, you know, like JMU won a tournament last year, so somebody doesn't have, you don't have to win the championship. I mean, the regular season, you just got to win that conference championship to get that automatic bid. And like you said, we've seen some very good basketball here this year, and every who gets hot there. What they got to look out for, though, Sean, is an upset, because the other teams have all played, and you get a bye all the way to the end, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're in trouble trying to get in the groove after you've been laying off for a while.
And Avery Felts with another 3. He's got 6. Want to mention AJ Tuish checked in for Tyrese Watson, playing his last game at home. 2 open 3. No good. Rebounded by Deju. He'll drive. Get it back to 2. 2 drives on Felts. Gets it to Willis. Under a minute to go. Willis, he'll go to the free throw line.
Would have been good. If two could have hit that when Felts comes in and he drills his first 2, and they looked for 2. They got him. He found an open spot, and they got it to him. He just wasn't able to knock it down.
As ULM, again, they will play on Tuesday. Opponent still to be determined, and Arkansas State to punch their ticket to the semifinals, which is a huge leg up. But you know what the thing I like about that, Coach? When you play in, quote, I'm using the air quotes here, the mid-majors, you know, it's usually a 1-bid league. So you only had to get hot for 1 week. I think doing it the way they do, you're rewarding the grind of the regular season.
Well, it is. And, you know, and when I was coaching, a lot of times the host team, the team that won the regular season, hosted it, and that was the ultimate break, is to be playing at home during the tournament.
Josh Hill, Zane Butler have checked in. Hill open 3. No good. Rebounded by Willis.
You had to hesitate there because it looked like it was going to go in for a minute.
AJ 2. Will he be able to get a shot off? Gets it to Deju.
Well,
they want to get it to him. They want to get it to him. Castor for 3. No good. And Arkansas State will be able to dribble it out. And as we close this thing out, a congratulations on a remarkable season for Arkansas State. They're in the semifinals of the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. They will be one of the favorites, justifiably so. And congratulations to Keith Richard, 40 years of coaching